All right. Oh boy, it has been another one of them days. Let us continue with our ace attorney. Oh, good heck. Oh, right. Yeah, so when we last left off, we were in the middle of a day of trial. We were just about to start a new interview or cross-examination, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna think about that a bit more. So, anyway, let's go on from here. Whew, hope you all are doing well out there. All right, the Amazing Ninetales' true identity. The Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Tenma Taro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. At this rate, the mayor will be found guilty for sure. Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien Tenma is not the Amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here. And let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman Cubey was the Amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. And I don't even know where to start. Since we don't have any proof that the mayor's the Amazing Ninetales, then we'll just have to get him to admit himself. But if he admits it, LaBelle's gonna expose the secret behind Temataro. We're so close, I know it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination. The Amazing Ninetales' true identity. The Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma.
Hold it!
This whole case only makes sense if the mayor's the Amazing Ninetales. I know you used his mask to create this illusion of a locked-room murder.
Silence!
Nothing more than idle speculation. You've no evidence now, have you?
Objection!
Mr. LaBelle knows what the statue originally looked like. That means he had to be in the Fox Chamber while it was still locked tight. Sorry, but I heard about the statue from Alderman Cubey. If you don't believe me, just ask him. Oh, but what's that? The Alderman's dead? Looks like the joke's on you, my sweaty little friend. Paulo, you mind if I wring his neck? Wait in line, because I'm going first. Temper. Anyway. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense.
Hold it!
The only nonsense here in this court is you and your assertions. Such anger is terrible for the skin, you know. Beauty is like a flower that blooms forth from a serene heart. Excuse me? I wouldn't expect a wilted peasant like you to understand. Perhaps their fragrance will have the blossom within your bloom. Ah! You liked that, didn't you? Enough jabbering about blossoms and whatnot. Get on with your testimony before I slice you into a bouquet of cut flowers. Oh dear, please excuse me. As I was saying, the assertion of our wilted attorney here is utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense,
Hold it!
you'd be arrested, wouldn't you? Yes, it's true. I would be sacrificed upon the altar of justice, despite my innocence. But what a terrible loss that would be for the future of humankind's cosmetic needs. It is a tragedy that must be averted. Defend me if you understand this.
Silence!
The only terrible loss is the time wasted by your ceaseless yammering. If you would avert the tragedy awaiting you and that vexing visage of yours, then... Yes, I know. Get on with my testimony. Anyhow, suffice to say, should the mayor admit to the defense's nonsense, I will make good on my threat and... I will expose the truth behind Tenma Taro right here and now.
Hold it!
And just how'd you learn of his so-called truth behind Tenma Taro? Alderman QB told me all about it. The secret of the Forbidden Chamber and the truth behind Tenma Taro. Why would he share secrets like that with you, Mr. Lavelle? Because of the alderman's wife. I was looking after her while she was hospitalized. He appreciated it so much, he shared the secrets with me. Wait, did he threaten the alderman in addition to the mayor? Wait, the alderman has a wife? Don't tell me that's how I learned how to open the Forbidden Chamber. Needless to say, I'm not above revealing the truth behind Tenma Taro. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetail's Vale, just as the superstitions say.
Hold it!
Do not gaze upon Tenma Taro. Do not tell others if you see it. Isn't that what the village superstitions say? Exactly. Telling others what Tenma Taro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place. And ruin coming to the village if you free him? Is that a warning not to expose the truth? Bingo! The truth is, Tenma Taro is a great greed-inspiring fortune. That's what the whole battle of a Ninetail's Vale is all about. Tenma Taro is great fortune? Come to think of it. Only that it's the greatest get-rich cream. Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said that there's amazing treasure in there. Could Tenma Taro actually be a Forbidden Chamber treasure? Telling the villagers that Tenma Taro is a terrifying yokai is what has scared them away from the Forbidden Chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure's been kept secret all this time. Well. It seems our ace attorney here has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed. Mayor Tenma looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tenma Taro exists. That's why the secret must be protected. As long as Tenma Taro exists, huh? Mr. LaBelle, please add that statement in your testimony. Because it no longer does. Someone came and took it. Heck. Sorry. Tragedy is doomed to repeat as long as Tenma Taro exists.
Hold it!
So, in other words, tragedy wouldn't occur at all if there were no Tenma Taro? Yes, I suppose, but that's wishful. This is the bell. Yes. You don't say. As long as Tenmataro exists, huh? How's the mayor supposed to admit to a secret identity now? Well, we have to find a way to make him say it, or our entire case unravels. There must be a hole in the bell's testimony somewhere. Well, there's the bit where it does no longer exist. Can I just show that? I don't think I can just show that, but I'm going to.
Objection!
Okay. Mr. LaBelle, what if Tenmataro no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it? If Tenmataro no longer existed? What on earth are you talking about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Tenmataro no longer exists. But I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there. Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, I have proof that Tenmataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure. What do we have here? It looks like some sort of creature. We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave him at the scene of his crimes. Are you suggesting that Tenmataro has been stolen? Yep, Phineas Filch's grandfather, Master Thief, was the culprit. And by that hideous, moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less? You! No! My beautiful golden Tenmataro was, The greed inspired by Tenmataro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma? The root of tragedy would indeed seem to be gone. In fact, I now recall the alderman revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting. He must have been speaking of Tenmataro, for he said to me the gold ingot was gone. The gold ingot? Oh, you mean the treasure that is Tenmataro's true form? Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro is the yellowish object shown there. Where? This is not the one shown in the Wadudabadabab. I don't think we have that. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale. Oh, that one. Yeah, we saw that one. In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from Ninetales Vale land that would become Tenma Town. But drive the villagers mad with greed did that great fortune. Bitter was their greed-fueled battle. It was as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became as a curse upon their village, a curse of ruin. Thus it was that the yokai Tenmataro came to be. So, Tenmataro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away? Fairy tale or not, Tenmataro made quite the mess of things. Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a mortal man's lust for gold. Well, you know what they say, love money is the root of all evil. My ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetales Vale. A thing so terrible that Tenmataro, a monster just as terrible, had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little village to which we owe our very existence. Turnabout would never seek to take over Ninetail's Vale in a merger. Oh my. That was quite a shocking lesson in history. Mr. Mayor, now that we know Turnabout no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you? No! Don't do it! Please, no! Begone, you demented demon! Now, where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is indeed me. That means Jinxie. Yes? The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapse in the Fox Chamber? Was he wearing the amazing Was he wearing the amazing Ninetales' mask? Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret identity to Alderman Cuby that day, so it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it? It was Florent's idea from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the Alderman. Yeesh. Group Golden machines have less elaborate setups than LaBelle's scheme. You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through. Caw, 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 caw. The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. Hydrate? Yeah, I could probably use that. Thank you, Otter Smell. The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman Cuby, but Florent LaBelle did. How dare you, peasant! No!
Silence!
Justice Dono, you should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me. Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground? What's this guy want now? Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone as though it were butter. But you have only blind guesses, a dull blade incapable of cutting even a cake. He has you there, Mr. Justice. After all, evidence is everything in a court of law. But... Well, right. Let's see some evidence. Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind. This is the final battle. Just as a samurai must live and die by the sword, you will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgment awaits. Now, present your conclusive evidence, or don't you have any? Oh, crud. Do I have anything conclusive? Good question. I mean, there was this, but that's not actually it. The defendant's blood was found on this cloth. No fingerprints could be lifted from it. Like, we haven't used this piece of evidence, I don't think. Why does the statue have... Damien's blood on it? Because of LaBelle. LaBelle is the one who beat him up? Question mark? In this instance? Perhaps? Inclusive. Oh. Yeah. I don't... it's too complicated. It's too barbarous. Stab with a spear. The victim had been in a drug-induced slumber. What had he been doing that whole time in between? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the hand cream. It's a LaBelle hand cream, but it had Filch's fingerprints on it. Because apparently he had given hand cream to the Tanuki man. The hair color. At 3:40. Scene of the crime. Caretaker's office.
Also too many audio issues. Recombobulating Fallout 4.
Good luck. Alright, I don't know, but I think it's this. Because I don't know what our current, reconstruction of the timeline is, but I'm pretty sure we determined that if this has been beaten up, I'm pretty sure that the way things are, the alderman was already dead, and so only LaBelle could have hit him with this statue. There were no actual fingerprints on it, or on the cloth.
Yeah.
So that's my guess. Evidence. Oh, I have evidence. You do? Of course. Just conclusive evidence we need, too. I'm gonna finally prove Mayor Tenma innocent. Here comes justice. Oh no! Well, let's review the facts. The most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we all thought the alderman was killed because he was the Amazing Ninetales. But as we know, of course, we were way off. The Amazing Ninetales is really Mayor Damien Tenma. That's why when his daughter Jinxie saw the Amazing Ninetales collapse at the scene, she mistook him for her father. Those are the facts as we have revealed. However, Mr. LaBelle asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. Does any of the evidence found outside the crime scene provide any clues? Oh, okay, so they're giving me choices here. So here's the thing. The Amazing Ninetales mask had white hair inside. It might have been at the crime scene. It was found washed up by the riverside. It was outside the crime scene. The hand cream was not really found outside the crime scene. I mean, it was found there. I'll go with the mask. I don't know if that's good. Who has this white hair anyway? The only person we saw, it's like QB. His snow white hair is particularly striking. But then whoever was wearing the Ninetales thing, I don't know, found unconscious was you the whole time. Okay, so I think the mask. Well, provide clues. In terms of providing clues, the only clue we got from the hand cream was that, sure, it was LaBelle's, but Filch had it. That wasn't useful. We haven't done anything with the fact that it had a white hair inside. I don't know. A clue inside the mask. Oh, I know. The Amazing Nine tells us mask. I was found washed up along the river. What sort of clue does that mask hold? What do you mean patch of golden fur? There was no such clue. The white hair. White hair in the mask. And what about the hair left in the mask? Who does it belong to? Perhaps it belongs to Florent LaBelle, who has a hair dye? Question mark. I mean, this is our assertion. Rex, Mr. QB is the one who had the obvious hair. The obvious white hair. Like, literally, it's in his... how striking it was. But we don't know what color your hair is, Florent. But the thing is, it's probably the same color as it was later today.
But it's normal hair, not strikingly white hair.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing too, is that the fact that QB's hair was in the mask is what made shenanigans happen. So at some point, the mask was put on QB. Possibly after death? Question mark? I don't know. The hair in the mask belonged to the alderman. So the true identity of Amazing Ninetales is the alderman? No, of course it isn't. What am I thinking? Someone had been wearing that mask at the crime scene. That's what I should focus on. Let's think about that again. Okay, fine. Alright. The question. The white hair is LaBelle's. Oh, right. That hair is Florent LaBelle's. Yes, now that's what I call conclusive evidence. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court? Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will. That mask? How is that conclusive evidence? It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex QB. Yes, but the Amazing Ninetales, as we now know, is Mayor Tenma, so... that's correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be?
Oh no. It might be my headset or perhaps the cable because I just got audio blasted from that effect from stream.
Oh no, not audio blastage. The answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent LaBelle. What are you talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that.
Silence!
It would appear your coup de grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not the white hair type. Because he's busy being one ludicrously garish color or another.
Objection!
No, Prosecutor Blackwell. It's you who's made a fatal error. What? Well, yeah, I guess if he's been using the hair color and he managed to color his hair white, or color his hair blonde, then he has definitely lightened it at some point, right? That's how that works. I've seen how that happens. What? Remember where this mask was found? It washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind, this last piece of evidence will solve all the remaining riddles. Yeah, his hair is dyed, and washes out with water. There you go!
Yet it was why my hair was only lightened by that one hair dye.
Yeah, see, that's the trouble. The hair dyes are a thing. Yeah, so his hair has got to be naturally lighter than the color that it is, because it's a hair dye, it's not a hair paint to just overwrite the color. And then it was in the river, it is washed out with water, Shabak Bark.
Take that!
Ah, that's... What is that? This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair color. It washes out with just water. The court will also recall that the Amazing Ninetales' mask washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside it. What's this? Are you saying that preening peacock's hair color is... That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales Vale, we now have a real-life expose. White hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you're the real killer. DNA test is all we need to prove it, and we both know we'll get a match. Admit it. Florent LaBelle, you were the one who killed Alderman Rex Cubey. You peasant! How dare you! You profane my beauty like a bug! I'm gonna exterminate you like I did the album! No! My makeup! Yeah, that's how makeup works. Hello, this is LaBelle. What? The project is off? This is LaBelle. The sponsors have pulled out. LaBelle speaking. I'm fired? You mean I'm no longer Mayor Tenma's aide? Hello, this is LaBelle. What? There's a stratospheric damages claim against me. $100 million. I'm finished. Washed up. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. This is preposterous. I, Simon Blackwell, defeated. Order. Order. Order in the court. Well, this is quite the unexpected outcome. I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright. What? What did Phoenix do? Wait, that was a compliment, right? Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Florent LaBelle? The defaced man has withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler. Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off? Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Tenmataro. However, few were allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetales Vale. LaBelle set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. But the efforts of the Amazing Ninetales saw those plans come to a halt. And thus LaBelle murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma. I see. But what I still can't comprehend is, why would he go after the gold in the first place? Mr. LaBelle doesn't look like someone who is in need of financial aid. LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Debt's due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such veracity. Too bad for him. Someone else had gotten to it first anyway. I see. Very well, then. I believe it's time I declared a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma, not guilty. Yay! Okay. Court is adjourned. April 19, 1:23 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number
Huzzah.
3. Huzzah, indeed. Howdy do, guy. That was some seriously good lawyering, Apollo. Even I didn't see that coming.
Is there still a emote rain effect thingy? Apparently not.
There is, but, you know, there's a whole difference of time. Like, I saw them bouncing above my head at the time they reached us. But, yeah. Just got lucky, I guess. You banished Tenmataro from Ninetails Vale like you were some kind of exorcist. There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Timma too? He could set it up so Mayor murdered the alderman, then died from a counterattack. That would remove at least one possible fly from the ointment. I was wondering about that too, but I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the amazing Ninetails' true identity himself. Huh? But why? Because the mayor was the amazing Ninetails. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma from the alderman's murder, the wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed. Oh, I get it. If the amazing Ninetails was just killed, he died a hero. But if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier. Right. Then, when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure. What an insanely intricate plot. A most excellent job clearing my name.
Hello. This is the sound of my voice.
I can alter it if you like. I don't, really know the details of the details, but there are a few random voices. And I think I can change the pitch, and there are settings for the speed, but I don't know how that works. Right now, what is it trying to do to you? It's trying to give you Microsoft George at pitch 1, speed 1.
Nah. Just getting used to it. Went on a long walk today.
Oh. I hope it treated you well. Alright. A feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval. Why are you acting like Tenmataro again? Let this be of no concern to you. How could it not concern me? Tenmataro, be gone! Jinxie! Seems like ages since I've laid eyes on you. Papa, you're finally back. Yes, it would seem Tenmataro is no match for you. Ha ha ha! I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Ain't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore. Wait, is Jinxie actually smiling? This is all thanks to you two. Too bad the amazing Ninetails will have to retire, though. Huh? How come? Once everyone hears I'm the amazing Ninetails, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular of people. Another reason for my secret identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue. Heck with I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside.
So, now that you mention it, what's all that noise out there?
A big crowd gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. Seems they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma, man behind the mask. And to root for your return to the wrestling.
Rooting? For me? But I thought I was nothing more than a malefactor in their eyes.
The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa.
Jinxie.
Here, I think you'll be needing this. Hand over the mask.
Take that! Thank you. Now, if you would excuse me.
Hmm?
I don't want to keep my fans waiting.
Aww. Oh.
Nine Tails Vale forever!
Wow. Anime is real. I sure hope they can settle the problem between Tenma Town and Nine Tails Vale. Me too.
Whoa, anime cutscene.
I know, the anime cutscenes are wild in this. Just weird, because it's like ever so slowly creeping in. I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, the blackmailer slash killer is behind bars, and the merger's no longer an issue. Plus, the amazing Ninetales is obviously still a hit, and I suspect Ninetales Vale will be too. It's all because we believed in our client, just like you said. Okay, people. Now we got that one in the bag. Let's go get something to eat. I'm starving. That sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday. Better keep eating, Apollo. Or you might have to start looking up at me. Huh? I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours too. You kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face stuffing time. Oink. Keep eating like that, and the only direction you'll grow is sideways. Very funny. But I got a hollow leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce. Really? Wow, I can't wait to see this. Calories? Ha! Just let them try and stick on me. Alright already, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes shop. Eldoon's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know. I'm with Mr. Wright. Let's go. I've been waiting to have a bowl from there ever since Mr. Wright told me about him. Well, what are we waiting for? The noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two. Yay! Thanks, boss. I won't let you down. Athena has no idea what she's getting into. Mr. Eldoon's noodles are so hot and salty. 2 bowls would kill a man. Well, I'm no man.
Oh no, Apollo is a feeder.
It's kind of wild shenanigans. That was our first case together. It felt like nothing could bring us down after that. Dark age of the law seemed so distant, so irrelevant to our small cozy office. But little did I know, they'd been lurking all along, right there behind us. First time it made itself known was during the murder at the Themis Legal Academy. Themis. Wow. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. Themis. End. Yes. The end. Alright. Monstrous Turnabout awarded. Savor progress. Yes. And it is time. Time to swap over for some Mario. So let's go ahead and whack that button.